Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre and the Leader of the Opposition Honorable Allen Chastanet were at odds during the Tuesday, June 18th Pension Amendment Bill debate over the rising cost of living on island, particularly over the price of cooking gas in Saint Lucia. During his presentation, United Workers' Party Leader Honorable Allen Chastanet chastised the Pierre-led administration's motives for the proposed increase to pensioners. He called out the Prime Minister over the steady increase in price of goods and other commodities island-wide and questioned whether the Labour Party promised to keep the cost of living high. Amongst the high-priced commodities is that of gas and cooking gas.
That despite the fact that world prices for cooking gas and world prices for gas have come down, that this government has maintained a policy of high prices. And Mr. Speaker, it's laughable when you see the justification that a press statement will be put out, Mr. Speaker, talking about the quantum of the subsidy for cooking gas, as if they are the only government that ever used to subsidize cooking gas. We have been subsidizing cooking gas based on the extra excise tax that we've made off of gas for years.
However, during his rebuttal statement, Prime Minister Pierre called the opposition leader a liar. According to Prime Minister, not only does the UWP leader lie, he doubles down on those lies when brought to the fore. This resulted in Prime Minister Pierre providing a breakdown of figures of important gas prices during the UWP tenure and his current tenure, and a vast difference in subsidies.
That's the gentleman talking about price of gas. In May, when he was in government, it was $40.55. In June, it is $52.40. A 29% increase. What was the response of the government that the member for Microsoft led? The response of the government was a subsidy of $9.80 per cylinder. Yes, alone. $9.80 a cylinder. What is the response of our government? A subsidy of $16.30.
The Prime Minister also called out the opposition leader for making such comments, yet never backing up the claims with figures before the House or even the public.
And that is why when he makes these proclamations, he never gives figures. He just says whatever he wants. I'm going to come back to borrowing, Mr. Speaker. I'm going to come back to borrowing. Because, you know, we came to this Honorable House this morning to improve the welfare and the quality of life of some of the people of this country who are in need, Mr. Speaker, pensioners. What do you expect from the opposition? You expect them to come to this Honorable House and say, listen, we agree with you, but in normal opposition style, they will say, okay, you could give some more. We will accept that. But it goes all over the road, all over the store, Mr. Speaker, fabricating, making up figures. He talks about debt. He talks about borrowing. All kinds of things, Mr. Speaker.
In an April 15th publication, the Office of the Prime Minister attributed the high fuel costs to the supply chain distributions and instability in the international crude oil market. It acknowledged that high fuel prices have a disproportionate impact on households with limited resources, and as a result, the government continues to provide subsidies to prevent exorbitant retail price increases to keep the cost of cooking gas as low as possible for consumers. At present, the LPG 22-pound cylinder is being subsidized at $17.99, and the LPG 20-pound cylinder is being subsidized at $16.36. The unsubsidized cost of cooking gas would have been $57.59 and $52.63 respectively. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinay.